is up, guys? I am back. Go ahead and turn that down a little bit. I don't want that like over blaring. Oh, but I don't want. I want at least to hear it. All right, so we'll throw it there. Yeah, what's going on, guys? I am back. I know I was probably supposed to do this on Wednesday, but that ended up not really happening. During the kind of the holiday, like during Indigenous People Day, Thanksgiving, however you like to celebrate it, but despite the whole topic of Thanksgiving and what was bound off, or what was founded off of, I hope the main message got at least across that to reflect and look at the things that you're thankful for. I got to spend a lot of time with family over the past few days. My brother ended up coming down, and he's actually still here, so which is why I'm trying to get I'm trying to do this this stream kind of earlier, so that way I can spend a little bit more time with them. So yeah, got to spend a lot of time with family. I got to eat a lot of good food. I hope you all had a good time with your families as well. And you got to enjoy the things that you all are thankful for. I mean, I have a lot of things that I am truly thankful for, including being able to do this with all of you. But yeah, the reason why it's what is this? I did this Tuesday, and now it's it's Saturday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So yeah, this is like the 4th day. Yeah, I ended up getting kind of distracted, wanting to spend more time with the family during that time. So yeah, I thought I would be here on Wednesday, but it was just not gonna. It kind of wasn't happening. I was also really drained and really tired. Trying to do a lot of work, and keeping up with the streams and stuff like that. So I kind of needed just like a little break. And obviously, goes without saying, if you have kids, that takes up a lot of your time as well. And a lot of responsibility. So yeah, we're here now, and we're able to now start this project, the responsive web design project. Well, not responsive web, specifically the survey form. I know we did that the other survey form last time we were on here, but now we have to design one ourselves. We have to do this this project for as a requirement to get our certificate. This is just one of a decent amount to get that. So we're gonna go ahead and get that, and then we'll continue on. I'm probably just gonna do the survey form today, depending on how long this takes. I mean, obviously, if it doesn't take any time at all, then we'll just go ahead and we can start on the next section a little bit. But yeah, we'll just have to see how far we get. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to start. You know, I'm excited to kind of see some of you again. I know Alistra, that's a familiar face. Another TV viewer, or another TV viewer. I know you were here the last time. Twitch streamer Discord. I know you were here the last time, but I don't know if really you're a bot or not. And Stygian Sticks, I think I remember you. I don't know if this is your first time or you were here the last time, but either way, welcome all you guys. Yeah, I know some of our other regular viewers that are on here might not be here because of the, you know, being here at a bit earlier. It's about near 1 p.m. my time. On the Eastern Standard Time, so, you know, I don't know where all you guys are sitting at. But yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get started. So, let's first make up our form, or our HTML. Let's get that set up. So remember let's get our doc. We gotta get our doc type, HTML. Oh no, HTML. Then we have our HTML with a lang, with English, and then HTML. All right, so we got that set up. Now we got our head. All right, so our title will be survey form project. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, and then obviously we have the, go ahead and add the meta, the char set TF8. Oh my god, EDF8 meta name viewport content. I think it's width equals device. All right, give me a second. I need to figure out what the rest of that one was, because it was device width, but it was something else. Let me go get this tag real quick. Content with device width, got that? Ah, there we go, that's what we forgot. The initial scale. We're going to set that to 1. Oh, oop, wasn't supposed to do that. There you go. Initial scale 1, there you go. And then, you know, closing tag. That. All right. So we also have to add the link, style sheets, declaring references. Then we have the HTML. Okay. No. HR. The hyperreference. And then we're going to do styles. CSS. Another closing tag. Alright. So there we go. That's our main. Okay, so now we have a body. And body. Oops. There you go. Have to close it. We also have, I'm going to add this, our main. So with all of our content, all right, so this is where we start actually developing the main content, like, you know, our main form stuff, not our main form stuff, but the web page. There you go. Okay. All right. All right. So let's get in here into the main. So let's go. It wants us to have at least an H1 with so, and this could be anything. So I would put I guess we would just do an age for the number. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and survey form. So you can have the survey form, and then you have the ID, and then for this ID, you would have an ID of title, and then it wants us to have the description of it. So we would start with a paragraph with an ID of description, and then put /p. Alright, so this is the survey project. So it's kind of hard because I need to, it's not hard, but I need to actually think of like something for like I guess a survey form. Not really sure exactly what we want to do with this one. Hold on a second. Okay. So we got the description, we got the survey form, the title. This is. I just don't know how much. I guess. Well, if this is going to be an actual like project to display, it might be kind of different, but I don't know. Okay. I need to think. So we can just put it as a survey form, or we can just become more we could be more detailed about it. I'm not really exactly sure how we wanna do this. So I could it doesn't look like it wants like anything like extremely extravagant. So maybe could just go ahead and just keep this as like pretty generic, unless it really wants us to, I guess, do something. Not exactly really sure what I would want to do. So anyway, we'll figure it out. If I really do want to do any of that. So, alright, so obviously the next thing would be the form itself. So, we would then go ahead and create a form with an ID of survey form, and then there's really no actions or a method that really wants us to do, because it's not actually showing us like a URL. So we'll just go ahead and do this, and then if it does ask us, then we'll just go ahead with that. But I don't really know where exactly to send it and where it wants us to send this, so it's kind of hard to determine. So we'll just go ahead and create the survey form. It wants us to create your name in an input field that has an ID name and a type of text. So, okay. So let's go ahead and... how do we want to do this? So we'll label. So we'll do the label. And then... so we'll set this up. So we will do your name, and then we will make the input, and then ID is going to be name, right? Is that what it wants? Field type. Okay, so type is going to be text. Alright, and then it's a self-closing, so we'll just go ahead and add that. So there we go. So it wants a name, email, and then a number. So go ahead with the label. And whenever you have a label, you know, well, hold on, give me a second. It wants the ID of name. So will we put a name in here and just give it like, so name, full name, and this is going to be a 4. Name. There we go. I'm doing this preemptively because I know at some point it's going to ask me to. Let me just go ahead. See placeholder text? Nope. Alright. So, guess not. So, I guess we don't really have to, but it's in good habit to just do it anyway. because most of the time if you're going to enter a form, you're going to be submitting this data somewhere. So you might as well get used to just adding your labels and then determining what it's for. So, okay. We also probably need to add a field set. There we go. So we'll do that. So we have your name. We have a label. Now that's your name. Your email. Oh. And I gotta think. How? Yeah, because these are inline elements. We'll have to put these in and set these as not inline, but we'll have to set these as blocks, so that way they're not showing as inline. So remember how we'll do that? We'll do that here in a second. So we'll just do the email. So your email, input, ID, email, then we'll do a name. Name is user email, and then type will be email, and then there we go. Close that. Close the label. And then we will do this. So for user email. Now how do I want this? User name. User. Let's just add the S's onto that. User's name, user's email. There we go. And then we also have a oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We have to also add IDs for this here soon, right? Oh, that's okay. That'll be here in a little bit, so we'll just go ahead and do this then. Users age. So we have this. Your age. And then we will do an input, ID, and then be age, name, user's age, and we'll do a type. And this will be number. Okay. And then we will self close. And then close the label. There we go. Alright, so we have that field set for that. So the number input should not accept non-numbers either by preventing you from typing them or by showing an HTML5 depending on your browser. Yeah, so I'm trying to type in the number or trying to type in letters and it is not working. So that's what we're wanting. That's good. Okay. So now we have that. Since it's labeled as number, you can't enter anything. You can only use these, so we're good on that. Yeah. So we don't want to enter our age as 0, and if you're doing a form like we said in the last one, you want it to at least be 13. So if you enter numbers outside the range of the number input, which are defined by the min and max attributes, you will see an HTML5 validation error. So for the number field, want to go ahead and put a min in here. So the minimum will be 13, and the max, I believe that they did this, is 120. Okay, so now if we enter the 1 up, see, you can only pick 13, and you can only go up to, I believe, let's go to 119, and then let's see, so it goes up 1, and then we can't go any higher than that, so it works. Like I said, bravo if you made it to 120, but I don't see you filling out, your own forms by that time. I would imagine someone would be helping you. But I mean, if not, let's say kudos. So now for the name, email, and number fields, you can see corresponding label elements in the form that describe the purpose of each field with the following IDs. So we need an okay, so for these we're gonna, so we need to add these. So ID would be name, label, okay, ID would be email, label. Oh, oops. There we go. Obviously need that 4. So where's the next one? Number, label, ID, number. This is just for the sake of this, because if we don't have this, it might fail one of the requirements, so we're just going to go ahead with that. I'll keep it as number label, even though these are age. So for the name, email, and number input fields, you can see placeholder text that gives a description or instructions for each field. So I will say, where's the first one? So your name, input. Okay, so place holder will be full name. There we go. Email. Placeholder. So we can do like user email at domain.com. And then we have our number. So the input, and then we'll go ahead and oh, oops. So 13. Well, I could just put number. Alright. So we got that field set done. Let's go ahead and inside the form element, you should have a select drop down. So would this be? So would we have another field set, I believe? Information. And then this will be so you should have a select. Okay, so it just wants us to do, you know, enter. So looking through all these requirements, it's only wanting us to do the HTML. When it comes to the styles portion, that is on us to give it our personal style, which, of course, I'm going to. Okay, so let's see. So let's do the select. I guess we need a label though. It's fine. I just need to label this select. We'll add an ID, select, labeled, and now select. I really don't know what we should do for this one. How we would want to do this. So we could do well, so we should do a gender field if you're doing a survey. If you're doing a survey, usually they want you to do a gender field. I guess a race field, but I mean, the last thing I want to do is make anything, you know, step on anyone's feelings or toes or anything like that, because I really don't. Well, hold on, let's give it an option. Select one. So, you know what? I'm not even going to touch that. I need to think of a new one though. I mean, obviously, if you're doing like, you know, regular surveys, you have to have some of these options. But the last thing I'm wanting to do at this point is, you know, upset anyone if I don't include something or I neglect to include something. So I could just do doesn't really give us an option of what we want to do for I guess it's just like it's up to us what we want to do for this. What will we do for selecting? You know what? I'll just do this. There we go. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. Man, I'm gonna say here. I'm blanking. I was right. Jeez. I don't know why that just looked wrong to me. Okay, so we can just do New Year's, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. We have Easter. And, you know, don't ridicule me. I know there's probably a lot more holidays. Like, you have, like, the sub-holidays, or you have, like, the main ones, at least here in the States. These are essentially the main holidays, and you know, quite frankly, there's a decent amount of them, so I'm just trying to think of the pretty big ones. So Juneteenth. No. Wednesday. It just keeps. Select. Hold on. E. So this be holiday. No. I'm doing this. label for this would be a 4. Favorite holiday. So Independence Day. So pain. Thing. How to exactly spell this. Indigenous Peoples Day is in place of Columbus Day. That's right. I just thought about that. There we go. All right. So now you got the favorite holiday. All right. So now we have that label done. It wants us to do okay. So now we got is that its own? Hold on. So I'm thinking of this field set. I feel like this should all be in the same one. And then this should be in another field set. Okay. So we'll do this. And then we'll add, oh wait, input, wait. ID. This. Oh, now I gotta figure out radio buttons. Type. Radio. So I gotta think. You have to submit the value, so we have this, and then this would be Alright, so we have one radio button. Type radio. So I need to think. What would we want to do for the radio buttons? You know what? I could probably do a compromise because I can't really figure out exactly what we're wanting to do. So we'll put 3 because this makes it a lot easier. I'll just do this. So I don't want to step on anyone's toes or anything like I said, but I can do something. So male, you have female, and then you have other. What? That doesn't make sense. So how would we? Jeez. Okay. And then this is when we put the name. Field. I mean, at some point, we gotta get used to, like, because a lot of forms are gonna look like this now that there's been a lot more inclusions of, different genders. So there's going to be an other field. So yeah, that. Alright, so see, now you can choose and it won't be all. You can't just select multiple, it'll only go to one. So do an ID of label. Okay, so we have that. And now it wants us to do a checkbox. Series of checkboxes which have a value attribute. So for these options right here, is this? So for these options right here, maybe have to switch out. So, oh man. Okay. No, we'll just keep that there. We'll have to use. Okay. So label. So I believe that. And then I believe these. Because we have to make at least some of these when it sends, it needs to when it sends out, it needs to show which one is sent. So value 6, value 7, Alright, so now do another. So a lot of these labels are block, so we're just gonna make these, blocks when we display them. So this is going to be for the checkboxes, so we'll do an input ID type checkbox. Checkbox, input ID, checkbox. Select an option from a group of at least 2 readings. Yeah. Several fields from a series of checkboxes, each with a value. And then wait a minute, I think that's right. Yeah. So what do we want to do with this? What do we do for this? What do we want for our checkboxes to be? Is this an easy survey? Okay, so just do an ID of yes, no, yes, no. Yes. Well, we'll have to do this. Probably have to put here. Then we'll make another one. Damn it. We'll just keep it there, I guess. See what Is this gonna actually have to have a name? Or does it just need the vat? This need one. I know these need names. Aha. So yeah. Yes. Now can I type these and have both of them? Okay. So we both have the same name right here. Okay. ID. Easy label. All right. So it looks like the last thing we need. Well, do we need? Hold on. Oh, yeah, that would be embedded, wouldn't it? So that makes it a lot easier to keep things in their own lane. So another field set, and this will be the text area. So there we go. And then we have our label. label, of course. Label. And this will be additional comments. Label for comments. Label. Okay. We will do an ID, comments, and name. Comments. Wait. Field. I'm so used to camel casing. I mean, this is how I do mine. So you guys don't have to necessarily do this. And I'm gonna add a placeholder. Okay. Alright, so we have that. Then after this field sets, we will now add a okay, so input type submit ID submit button. Oh, submit. So yeah, we have that. So now we have this right here, and now we have everything done that it wants us to do. But as you can see, this is really boring. So now we get to actually spruce up with some styles. So we can go ahead and I wonder how I can, I guess this is the only way, huh? Because I don't need necessarily this whole area anymore. So now we're just going to use it to just like kind of our own playground. So while we do this, I want the body of this to be margin just top down, I would say EM and auto. So left and right will be auto. So we'll just do that for right now. Well, no, I want the body, not the body. We don't want to do that. let's go font family, font size. So we will do font family will be that one, sans serif. I kind of like it's already times 0, but I kind of like it. Well, we can do it that way, and then we'll just put sans serif as a fallback. Can I just do this? Not having to put all the things there. Yeah, so font size, make this 14 pixels. Wait, is it already? Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and do this. So let's make the default like 16 pixels. Now for the main, and do margin. Do an auto. Okay. And then we have our title. So remember we did a ID, so title, we'll select that. Title, and we will do P, all P objects. So since we only have one, we'll just do an H, all H1s and Ps. We will do a margin 0 auto. Left. Oh. Duh. And we also want to do the okay. I don't want to do this. I don't want to make that main, because I don't want everything to be like that. So we're going to just do the H1, the P, and we're going to make this text align center. So there we go. Our top ones are on here. Let's change the H1 to 25 font size 20 pixels. New. Okay, so we'll do that. And then we want to do the labels. Label to be display do vertical line. How do we do that? Oh wait, hold on. Since we made a block, this is for inline elements, so we might not be able to do that. So we can do that. And then the input, and I believe type equals the radio. And make this a vertical line top. There we go. Or it would be center. We'll just put top. There we go. All right. So if I didn't do this, could I just do a vertical line top with this? And so we got this, and then I can also add to the input type. We can make the checkboxes be aligned as well to the top. There we go. And we can also make these blocks as well if we want to. So see, that's the thing though with these. Yeah, if we make these blocks, then this can't. So let's change up these field sets a little bit. We can do the field set. There's a field set for here, but we need a field set for this right here. we need to make labels for each one of these. So I could do this and do for gender field and put this one as a male label. Yeah, because this is all under one label. So there won't be one, so this will be a male label. No. Gender label. To label. Here. We'll add a label to this. So we don't need to display this block, we just need to do this. So we're getting somewhere. There's the male label. Because if we're ever wanting to stack these on top, we have to make sure that these labels are all different. So that way, if they're blocks, they're like building blocks, if we remember. So we have to be able to see now how it says you have this right here. Now you have choices like this, so you can stack them however you want. So we gotta get the other, so we'll make this label ID other label. I mean, technically, like, these labels don't really do anything, but if you ever need to select them, I guess it's good to, like, specifically, it's good to have them each. Easy label. So we'll just go with this. And then we won't need this anymore. So we'll do this. And this field set will be name. Easy. No, for easy survey. Alright, so there's that. Then we have another label right here. T for yes label. And, you know, you can get a lot more intricate. Like, if you have, like, you know, if you have labels like yes, no, labels for other things, you know, you can get a lot more specific, but we're not going to go ahead and do that right now. So, do the label for this with an ID of no label. And there we go. So, this will be a lot easier to manage now. There we go. So now, since they're all in blocks, they can be stacked And yeah, they can be stacked on here. So if we ever want to make it, see, now if we ever want to, it'll go back to inline, and then yeah, but we'll keep them as blocks. But yeah, they can be stacked on top of each other now. Since the labels are displayed as blocks now, we can't really. I kind of wanted this right here. I kind of want these to be middle or center. So now these are all placed in the center. So that's fine. We'll just keep that vertical line that way. Alright, so now for the form. We'll go ahead and do a max width of 500 pixels with a margin from top bottom. We'll do 1 EM, and then we will do left right auto. So there we go. Did we? Ooh, I have a feeling we deleted our. Where'd he go? Okay, anyway, we can add it back. So input ID submit, and then type submit. There we go. Okay. So now that's good. Let's do the submit button. So I'm just gonna do this instead of typing the whole radio button, whatever. So for the submit, we'll just do a margin. Actually, let's do. We can do a width 100%. Margin. Because we want the text and auto. So there. So no matter what, we don't want the survey form to be huge, but we always want it to be, the max width can always be only be 500 pixels. So, but that's the thing. We want to make sure the minimum width, let's say 300 pixels. So it can't be any shorter than 300 pixels. But I beg to differ. I could probably go into 200 range maybe. Because I want them to be able to be, yeah, about right there. No, I want it to go like right, at least right here. So 250 maybe? Nope. 225. it should be like this big. So yeah. So, or hold on. Does it go that? Or does it go like this? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So, okay, we have the form, we have that. So, within the form, I would say, let's go with the field sets. Field set. So, we could take away the border. Okay. We'll take away the border on that. We do border bottom, border top. So, so I. So you could do this, but so I could do, oops. So we could do this and just keep the border like this, right? But we could probably put lines between the field sets. So horizontal lines, if you remember. Put one right there. We'll put another one in between here. There we go. And we could probably put another one right above there. So top and bottom, I want like, ugh. So top and bottom, left and right. So, could do this. So there we go. It's a little bit more spaced out. And so we can make Obviously, if you need your full name, you can make this required. Obviously, you need an email, so that's required. And we need your age, which will be required. Now, favorite holiday, don't need. Don't need this. The gender label. Gender label. And the easy label. We will go ahead and put a margin or no. You know what? I'll just put a margin bottom pixels and 0. So there we go. And we can make the what we want. So we can make the well, I kind of want to make the form and give it a border. So pixel black. Oh. There we go. So now, there we go. So now we have our own form right here. By adding some padding, adding a good border, but I don't want it solid black. So instead of making it black, we can go with the RGB. If you remember, so we have 0, 0, 0. Obviously that's black, but if we make 50, 50, and 50, should make it a grayer color, right? And you can play around with this as much as you want. So you can make it 100, 100, 100. So see, that's good. And then, or we could even put it in gray. So we could just put, oops, don't want that. So take this out and put in gray. See, however you want to do it, you can do that. So now I am a sucker for for the shadow boxes. So box shadow. if you want to, oh, oops. So you can play around with this, like you can make it whatever you want. But yeah, I usually have that, and then I believe this is the blur. There you go. And then the spread would be 5 pixels. Now, that's just the default black. And very intense. So, just do a 1. Could even do a 1 here. See? And then this is the blurriness. So there you go. Like I said, I'm a big sucker for the for these box shadows. All right, and now for the body, we can do a background color, and then we can make this. Hold on, I kind of want to make it a. I'm not really too keen on that. We can do. Yes. That's shades and variations of navy blue. So let's do this navy blue color. To E2252. Now that does not look like navy blue. That looks like purple. So. 224. Oh, let's try this one. 224. 224. You know what? That's fine. I'll actually leave it at that. That actually looks a lot better. And then we will make the color white. So there we go. White. And so you can place these in here. There you go. Now if you want to, like we have for inputs right here, if you want, you can make the input how do I want this input? Oh. Color. Same. What did I put that as? 244. $224. Okay, I was like, what the heck? Okay, and then you have the embezzled. Okay. Border. And then we can do 0 border. Solid. I gotta got at 1. And then we can make this okay. And then the color will be white. So you could, and then you type in here, this is, yeah, whatever you want. I want the border of that though. I want this to be white. So yeah, I'm not totally sure on that. Okay. There we go. So now you have yours that you want. There you go. See, you can play around with it, do whatever you want. So we could find a complementary color of navy blue. It seems like it's more of a kind of an orangey color. So I could probably find like a darker orange. Dark orange, or let's stick with the hex codes. I prefer using hex codes. You can use RGB or whatever you like doing, but that's how I do it. We will keep the submit button. We will keep the submit button. I say like, oh, well, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Come on, give me a nice hex code. Wow, that is orange. Let's try that. So we'll do so our hashtag value ff8c00. So there we go. We have that. Really makes a difference, I'll tell you what. And then the color will be 224. So remember, those are the shorthands. So see, now you have this. Now I don't think this has gone over. This it hasn't gone over this, but I will put this in here so it makes a little subtle thing. So we have the submit. Now on hover, like if we want to do this, oh yeah, I think we have done hovering. So if we go over it, we will make let's make the color white. So let's test and see if this works. Yep. So if you want to submit, that works. Now, why don't we make text, no, font size, increase it to maybe 1 EM. Like if we hover, see that? So if we do that, it's ready to submit. See that? Nice. Now, I also don't like these around it. How it's like, you know, very like sharp kind of around there. So I'm gonna add this submit button. We're gonna do a border radius, and we will make that a 5% value around. Wait, how about 50? 50 pixels. There we go. See? Now it looks like an actual button. Now, you also know how when we hover over, we also want the cursor is it a finger or hand? There we go. So, when you hover over it, see? Now you have a hand. And then that'll tell it to submit. So if you want to, I mean, you could just leave it white. Instead of like having this right here, you could just leave it white, and to make it better, and just make it default anyway. Which, I mean, honestly, I think that looks better to me, just to leave it white. So we can just take this out, we can take this out, and I kind of want to make the submit button already, the font size to be a little higher anyway. So we'll make this like, so see, it just increases the font size by a little bit. So now when we hover over, it's that. Maybe we can make the color so it does make a little bit of a difference. We can make the color that, see? See how that works? Oh, oops. Sorry guys. I just realized you guys can't probably see that. But, okay. So now, so you can see it. So see this, when we hover over it, it makes that. Now, I have to demonstrate this again because you guys didn't see this, but yeah. If we do this and we put the font size on hover, oh, okay, hold on. I didn't get rid of that earlier, so see, it'll actually increase in height when you hover over it. But like I said, I'm just going to make, wait, oops. I'm gonna grab this, cut it, and put it in here. So that way the font size is a little bit bigger. But now when we hover over it, it'll change the text. Okay, so we'll go ahead and what else do we want to do with this? You all right over there? Gotcha. Alright. So these work. You can... Oh, I guess they should be radio buttons. Oh well, you know what? If you just select both, I guess it was yes and no. So I'll just take that as a middle. I mean, those could easily be radio buttons. Okay. So I'm gonna put this back. Okay. Okay. So we have that. Let's change the... So, I don't want to necessarily change the the paragraph text. So, but I do want to change the H1. So we'll go ahead and put the color here. So there you go. Survey form. Now we don't all like if we add more. If we went ahead and added more. Wait a minute. Hold on. I just realized something. I have to add an HR right here. There we go. Okay. 16. Field set border 0. I'm gonna say I'm gonna do name, label, email, label, age, label, and oh wait. Oh, no, number. Remember, we had to do that. So there we go. And the holiday label. Select label, that's what it was. Now, you could do all this, but we could also add, just for the sake of not having to add so much code, we could do this. So label, name label, 4, then probably write here, so class, field label, and then we would just put this field label, and then put the class here, field label, field label, yep. We have the ID, then class. Well, you don't have to worry about these, because we already have well, I guess we would want to do it, so we'll just go ahead and do this. So class field label Okay, so we don't need this. We don't need these. So we'll put this right here for a class on this one. Field label. Additional comments. Comment label. Let's do class. Field label. Alright. So let's do this. And now, instead of having all of these, all we have to do is now put dot field label. And there we go. So why is this one? So, where did I put you? There's that, there's that. This should have the class on it. Oops. Now, we need to find where are, so we have the email. Ah, there we are. We put it in the input field by mistake. There we go. I was gonna say, that doesn't look right. So, do we put 1.5? Oof, too big. Now, I know we did the width to be 100%, but I'm really not liking that. And so, I will say the width can be about 50%. And then we will do a... So it has this right here. So how does that work? What? No. Oh, wait. And then... There we go. I had to display it as a block. Alright, so there we go. Now, if you guys can't see that, I'll move this out of the way again. But yeah, if you look right here, we updated the button right here to be a little bit, to have a little bit more space. Let's also give the submit button a little bit of padding. I don't want like a ton of padding, so like let's give it like maybe 5 pixels. There we go. Now that looks better. Now we have an official submit button. So for the, now we're looking right here. We have this field right here, the text area. And we also have this additional comments that's like sitting right down here. I would like to figure out a way to put it at the top. Which, it's really weird because this additional comment should be displaying as a block. So, well, that makes sense on here too. Because these should be put down here as well. I gotta remember how to throw these at the bottom underneath. Oh, wait a minute. So instead of those, I mean, you could do this and make this a block. But then if you do that, it kind of screws up everything. So we have to be really careful how we want to select these. So instead of this, let's go ahead and make another input. And then let's do the type and text type. Can I do multiple of these? I don't think so. Number. No, I don't think you can add. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta check this out. Yeah. Can I make... Okay. So I guess we don't have a choice. We're gonna have to do a input, and we'll do the password. Well, or we can just do this. Let's create another class in here at the bottom that'll say block item. So I can actually put it in the class here. So I can put class block item. Oh, oops. And then I can actually take out this. So I can take out that. Labels. Now, I don't want to go through every label and put that. I just want to put, like, you know, a select few. But if every single thing is going to have it, you might as well just include it. Or else you'll just be sitting there putting irrelevant things. So, yeah, let's go ahead. And, so for inside here, we'll go ahead and go to the input, name, ID, class, block, item. So there we go. We can go in here. Do a class block item, because there's going to be some ones that you want to select and some that you don't. So this gives you kind of the option to choose exactly what you're wanting. So you can do a class. Let's do another block item. Alright. So, and I'd rather keep the favorite holiday on there. So that's why this is great. So now I can... There we go. And then you have the select your favorite holiday right here. But yeah, so you have a gender, all these. You have a max width that you're wanting to be. You have a minimum width that you're wanting to keep it as. Yeah. So that works. So there we go. Oh, if you guys need to see this, I'm trying to keep it out of your way so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. I know it's a little bit harder. I'm just gonna cancel that. I was trying to adjust it better. Give it just a second. Trying to. There we go. Okay, so everything going good. Ugh. Yikes. Okay, so I'm just gonna move it depending on what I have to do. So I'm gonna come down here, and we're gonna adjust this additional comments right here. So we definitely want to set this kind of on top. So field label. Okay, so we have the margin, which is the top and bottom. But we're also going to need so all these aren't blocks. So label we have as a block. So why is this field text or this area text or this text area not wanting to additional comments? Okay, that's because it's inside here. So okay, hold on, let's go in here, class block block item. There we go. We have our additional comments. So we have this. Don't need this anymore. Okay, so submit hover. We have our submit label, field level, display item. I kind of want to put this like where the field label is. I gotta move this a little bit. So I'm gonna put this underneath right here, and then so for another one, I'm gonna go ahead and well, okay, hold on. So when we're typing, you can type in your name right here, but also I kind of want so the field labels, I do kind of want that orange. Ooh, definitely want that. So I want. I might get rid of this for now. I'll be right back with that. So with the field labels, I want that, but I also want the color to be. Now these are just the tops, so there we go. Now, top and bottom is this, but why? So we have these, but yeah, we'd have to select the inputs. So in the here, can we also do a block item? Okay, so let's just go ahead and add a margin with I don't want 1 EM. We can do like a 5 pixel and with 0. So there we go. So this is what I want. So the block item, I want it to be a block, but I also want it to have a little bit of space in between. I also want this text area that's for comments. I want that to be a fixed size. So I want that to be 100% of the width. So we'll go ahead and do a where do we want to put that? So we have our form, field set. So I want my all text areas to be the width to be 100%. Not width, width. Oh, and it's a text area. So there we go. So we have this, and I want the height to be 50%. Do I want 50%? No, I don't want that much. So I would say 50 pixels. Maybe a little bit bigger. Maybe 200. Okay, so there you go. Now you have your additional comments here that you can add. Here are the additional comments. So see, we've now spread out up here on the sides up here. We've spread these out a bit. We've spread these out. We've now made all the important headers a contrast color. We've alternated the submit button. And we've divided each of the sections with HR tags. HR or horizontal bars. So if we want to, we could actually take those bars on here and so, oh no, HRs. So if we want to, we can make the width 50%. So it actually is, divided up a bit, maybe even 75. But I don't want it like near the, the full length of the whole thing. So there we go. See, now you have these. Now you always want to you know, adjust it to see how it kind of looks. I know there's, you know, people who are a lot more advanced. There is another thing we could do, which is using, you know, media. And you can set certain perimeters. Like if you get to a certain amount, like in size, you can go ahead and it changes. Like the viewport will completely change depending on what the sizing is. So I understand, like, people can do that. So I think we're good. I think we've accomplished what we needed to. And yeah. So now it looks like an official, like, actual survey form. So, alright. So, testing these. Just selects one of them. You can select both of these, but you can select one. These are required. Your full name. Full name. You see? And if you really wanted to, if you just wanted to do something like this, where you wanted, you know, for your input, you can do a specific input. So type, and we'll make this the text. And you can make this the padding if you really want to. Maybe one REM. Yeah, so you could do that. But like that, you also have to do, you know, the input. Type, or actually with these, you could just do what we were doing, where if you're wanting to display it like, you know, block item, you can also give it some padding of like 5 pixels. See? Now you have a little bit more room to type without it being like so condensed. You have these. But the thing is, you don't have that here. So you could do now selects, and you could do a padding. There. You just choose one of these. And notice how we're in the middle here. Well, now we have those vertical lines. Yes, I believe. I have those vertical lines on. The radio and check. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know if this is redundant or not. Yeah, that wouldn't matter because it's not in a... They're in labels. And since the labels are in a block, it can only do inline elements. So, yeah, I mean, this right here would probably work. Actually, that makes... How do I do that? Ah, because it's not within the label. That's right. No, it is in the label. Yeah, this creates it all in one block. That's why. So you have the... Okay. Anyway, I think we've met all of our requirements for this. So I think we are good. So we'll go ahead and submit here in a second. I need to put this back down here. Okay. So let's run the tests, see what we're missing. Okay. All right, so we got a few X's on here. So you should have an input element with an ID of number. So let's look and see where our name is. I need to bring this back a little bit. So we have all these, so let's look. What? Number should be full name, age. It's supposed to be a number. Okay. So it does, minimum. We should have a max attribute. So let's try and, okay, hold on. Should have a placeholder. That's because there's not an ID. So let's go ahead and see what is when we run the test again. Okay, so where are we at? Okay, you should have a select field with an ID of drop down. So yep. So yep. So we put that as holiday, but it's the drop down. And that was it. So let's go ahead and throw that. All right. And we've done it. So we have made our survey form. Near 2.5 hours. But a bit over 2.5 hours, but we did it. And there you go. So if you download our solution, what's that gonna look like? All right. Well, apparently I do not know. Hold on a second. Actually, if I go in here and go in my downloads. I'm not seeing it. So I can't really... Oh, there it is. So building a survey form. Ah, okay. Defined. So pretty much what it means is we can... So we download our solution. Now here, hold on. Let me drag this over here. So when you download it, it gives you the star of undefined. It gives you all your stuff right here. Up to this point where it says end of undefined. So this would be obviously your HTML document. And then you have the start of the undefined right here. which would be your CSS. So here's all your CSS, and that is it. So I could. Oh, okay. Okay. So I think we're good on this.
Oh my gosh, you saw Santa? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, the kids' grandparents came and got them, and they went to go, I guess, see Santa today. It's cute.
Wow.
Okay. All right, so we have this. We have the HTML,
Bye, love you.
and we have the CSS. So yeah, we can put this in our. We can import this into Visual Studio at some point, and we can actually modify and do whatever we want to with that. Or you can, put it up and throw it up on your GitHub. And when you make your personal portfolio, you can, like if you make like a site and you put your personal portfolio, you can tie that GitHub link to your personal portfolio, and then when people select which projects they want a view of yours, they can then go to your GitHub, or they can go to, if you host it on an actual like an actual site, like a host or a third-party site, on your server, you can go ahead and go over that way as well. So there's lots of things you can do. This is pretty much your own work. You can do whatever you want with it. And yeah, so make sure you keep this, somewhere that you'll be able to keep it, safe. So I'll probably create a new folder for my projects. So I'll throw this like within my web projects. So I'll go ahead and take that out of here and throw this in there, so that way I have it. Okay. And that way I'll have to rebuild all these in Visual Studio, and then I have to save them as specific files, and then I take those project folders and then put them in GitHub, and then you can make the personal portfolio on GitHub and then tie those other links into your site. So yeah, do whatever you want with it, that's on you, whatever you want. So right now we're 20% complete in the first part. We completed 1 out of 5 certification projects for this development for the, what is it? Drawing a blank. The reactive design. It's not reactive design. I can't even think of it. Anyway, this first section that we've been going through to get this first responsive design. Thank you. So when we get the new responsive design certification, we'll be able to this is the first part. This is the first part of the responsive design certification. After we get all 5 projects complete, you finally have your cert. And then I believe after this, we go on to JavaScript, which in JavaScript we've already learned a bit about when we were designing that kind of first game. If any of you guys have seen that yet, that's up on my YouTube channel. Um, we we didn't. So we got a decent bit, but we didn't get extremely far because, I mean, personally, and I've already discussed this in a previous video, that it was just, the phaser is just way more difficult to work with than it needs to be. Just writing straight in JavaScript, and it can be practical with the right engine, depending on if you can find one that's a lot more decent. But yeah, well, for that's another story. We'll probably, we might go into Unity, at a way down the road and redo that project where it will be a lot more easier to tie things together. But we'll have to use C# when we get to that point. But we're gonna earn all of our certifications as far as we can in FreeCodeCamp. Solve problems, design our own sites and that sort of stuff. And hopefully, if you follow all these videos and you stick with me and you start doing all these, you'll be able to possibly land your first job. And as a front end or back end developer, if you want to do that, it's up to you. Or you could just stick around just because it's interesting. Whatever you want to do. I encourage you guys, since we're already doing these, to follow along. And it's great. It's a great skill set. A lot of jobs are going towards a lot of technology industry, like a lot of IT, and a lot of companies are always going to need IT personnel and people to make their programs and websites and that sort of stuff. So it's a very good skill set to have. Even if you don't immediately use it, you can fall back on something later on down the road if that interests you. But yeah, so let's see what our next area would be. So what we will build, truthfully, I don't even know what that is. So anyway, we've already done a lot of the basic elements, and the next project we will work on is kind of getting more into the advanced aspects of CSS. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more, but yeah, we basically got a lot of the basics down. So now we'll be able to give our site a lot more depth and be able to build exactly what we envision. So all right, well, I think I'm gonna turn this in for today. We've did about near 3 hours. Usually that's a decent, a little bit over than what we usually do. And anyone else who was following along, congratulations on building your surveys. I'd like to take a look at them whenever you get them finished, or whenever if they are already finished, see how well you did. I think at some point I'll be making kind of a Discord, so a lot of people will be able to talk to me. We'll be able to talk to each other. Everyone will be able to learn together. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah. So anyway, I appreciate you guys sticking around. I see a lot of new viewers are around here, so thank you guys for tuning in. Anyway, I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. If this is one of your holiday weekends, I hope you've enjoyed it. Been able to, have a few days off of work and, spend time with your families. And yeah, I will go back to be spending with mine. So I don't know. I might do this again tomorrow night at regular time, which is usually around 9 o'clock my time, Eastern time. So I might be on tomorrow. I might be on Monday. It kind of just depends. So again, sorry for having a decent gap in between from Tuesday to now, but with the holidays, I can't always exactly promise when I'm gonna be on, but just subscribe. By subscribing, you'll be able to kind of see when I go online or see any notifications, so you'll be able to follow along next time. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next session. All right, you guys have a good weekend. I might, like I said, I might be tomorrow, might not. Just be on the lookout for that notification. So, all right. See ya.